Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to SATAL on this fine Friday morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Today is an all-gold league get 'em up today, so we've got 4v4 and 6v6. Outer Haven is who, and OTP are who we are going to be featuring this morning. No supercuts, no graphics or anything like that, as Alpha Whiskey has some family stuff going on, so we're just going to go with it. OG style, and see where we end up. Let's jump into the sim immediately and see how these guys are going to get on and who is flying for everybody. Here we go. So I've updated the sounds. Outer Haven skins weren't working out of the box, but they are working now. Let's see who is flying. We've got Torado, Blueberry, Senpai Sprud, and K-Gunner for Outer Haven. And then we've got Nazgul and Dagger leading the way for OTP, and Asphalite and Mouse. I think that's Mouse. Is that how we're going to say it? That's how we're going to say it. So those are the guys that are taking off currently. 4v4, mainly F-16s, and F-14s. I did update the sounds. Sound changes were done. These are Echo 19 sounds for all of the aircraft involved. So hopefully everything sounds ready to rock and roll. But how is everybody doing today? I know I'm doing well. I'm glad it's Friday. The Hazard coming in with the tier 1 sub. Thank you very much. Tempest, I think I missed your 100 bits yesterday. Thank you very much. Just goes back to the team and making the stream better for all of you. So K-Gunner departing in the F-14 last behind Senpai Sprud for Outer Haven. It's going to be an interesting one. I'm not really familiar with how either of these teams are going to fly. If I remember right, Outer Haven's pretty aggressive. These matches were flown pre-update, and I don't think a decision has been made formally, but they likely will, as there aren't major updates. Does SATAL use the new patch? We will going forward, but these matches that we're actually watching now were flown like 3 weeks ago. Let's make sure everybody's awake here. Looks like Blueberry's over Mach 1 as they ingress. Is there an IP for TAC View? Do exclamation point TAC View, and the bot will give it to you. You guys can log in. Today's mission location is Guadada against Batumi. This is a mission location we don't see very often. Is the bot not listening? Well, here's the command. I guess the bot isn't listening, but here you go. Wonder why bot isn't doing what they should be doing. Bring up the overlay. We are working on finessing and tweaking the overlay. Akagi's been doing that. We're going to be bringing the missiles closer together. We made some tweaks yesterday, or Akagi did. Bot's on coffee break? Yeah, I don't know what it's doing. So Nazgul and the rest of the OTB boys are carrying 6 actives, and Nazgul in the F-14 is going to be the only one with an AIM-9. Over on the Outer Haven side, looks like majority of the guys are carrying AIM-9s with the exception of Sprud, who is carrying all AMRAMs. So everybody is carrying at least one. K-Gunner and Toretto on their 16s, or excuse me, Blueberry and Toretto carrying 1, and then K-Gunner in the F-14 carrying 2. So not sure how this one's going to go. We shall see. But again, mission location is going to be Guadada against Batumi. 1 F-14 per side in this mission. 3 F-16s. Fill out the rest of the squadrons. Here's Nazgul, Mouse, and Asphalite. Asphalite now defending. I don't see any missiles coming off. That was just a flare and chaff as he breaks away to look cool, I guess. Interesting. Dagger coming up. So this is all 4 of the OTP guys. Nazgul now breaking off to the left. The rest of the F-16s from his team are going to be to the right. Dagger looks like he's coming to the left with Nazgul. Up on the Outer Haven side, they're coming in a line. So you've got Blueberry leading the way, Toretto in back, Sprud following, and K-Gunner in the F-14 in the very back. And then for OTP, Nazgul and Dagger, F-14 and 16 are off to the left, and Asphalite and Mouse have gone off to the left, and Asphalite and Mouse have gone off to the right. Let's take a look at Mouse in the F-16. So here's Mouse in the F-16 showcasing the OTP livery. He's now breaking back in that left-hand turn after jettisoning his center line. F-14 from OTP with Nazgul is probably going to be the first man to launch a missile. Take a look at the other side of his jets. I love the detail that is going into these guys. Are modifying tanks, missiles. I love the details on the inside of the vertical stabs. It's just awesome to see what the guys are able to put forth and do with all of these liveries. This is the OTP livery. We'll be looking at the Outer Haven one here shortly. I do see a 120 coming out from Blueberry. Here's Blueberry after launching that 120. Outer Haven now diving away. He's got 5 sticks still left on his jet, 4 120s and 1 AIM-9. He's gotten rid of the center line. Mouse is going to be the leader, coming in closest for OTP. Here is Mouse, still pushing. 120's on him, Mach 2 at 30,000 feet. He's breaking away now, 20,000 feet, Mach 1.1. Now, energy for the jet is a lot better because it's able to gain back that energy because it does have a constant burn motor. The 120 burns for approximately 6 seconds, and then it just glides. So missile's now 2.5 miles away, 15,000 feet, Mach 1.4, and Mouse is going to be just fine defeating that incoming threat as he turns away. Another missile out from either Toretto or Blueberry. I don't think it was Blueberry. Here's Blueberry. I think it was off from Toretto. Here's that missile. 800 knots and rapidly decelerating, so this one's going to be trashed as well. Just kind of a waste of 2 missiles. With the current implementation of the 120 with its guidance logic, these long-range shots don't really do anything. Now we do have an AIM-54 that was launched from K-Gunner. Here is that missile, 1,700 knots, 25,000 feet. Looks like it was originally coming in on a Dagger, but it may be tracking Nazgul in the OTP F-14. Here's Nazgul still running hot. OTP's F-14. He's still got all 6 of his telephone poles on his jet, and it doesn't look like that Phoenix at 17,000 feet is tracking because Nazgul is at 28,000 feet and just launched an AIM-54 of his own. That one, I don't know who that's on, but we're going to keep track of it and see what's going on. Toretto now pressing very, very hard. Very, very hard. Just launched another AIM-120. That one's going to be coming up on Asphalite. So Asphalite needs to be careful. This could be an exchange. Toretto now aggressively defending, putting these guys on split screen. The Mine of the Water is a little bit difficult to see. We've seen a few water matches here recently. He's going over the top. Toretto, water! And he goes into the drink. And then from the grave takes down Asphalite. So Toretto, even though he went into the ground or into the water, is able to take down Asphalite and at least keep us at parity, equal at 3 apiece. We do have an AIM-54 coming in onto Sprud. He's defending very, very late. Is he going to be able to get away from this one? No! So Sprud gets taken down by Nazgul. Just got a 120 off. Things rapidly changing here. AIM-120 off from Blueberry on to Mouse. Mouse decides he's going to respond with a 120 of his own. Here are both of those 120s on split screen for you guys. One on the left is Blueberry's, one on the right is Mouse. They both should be okay. Blueberry's 120's down to 800 knots. Mouse is down to 1,200. Both of those should be trashed as they close in on their targets. Another 120 out from Dagger. That's going to be coming in on a K-Gunner, and let's ride along with K-Gunner in his F-14. There's only 2 combatants, Blueberry and K-Gunner, remaining for Outer Haven. K-Gunner is on the left. Blueberry is on the right. So K-Gunner launched an AIM-54 up at Nazgul. It didn't track. Nazgul and Dagger are both pressing. on K-Gunner. K-Gunner diving through 17,000 feet, Mach 1.15. Blueberry, same aspect as K-Gunner, coming left. Mao's pressing on Blueberry. Nazgul now coming off of K-Gunner, coming in onto Blueberry. He's going to be on the nose of Blueberry. Blueberry now breaking away. Nazgul's going to be somewhere on the left. AIM 54 off from Nazgul as he turned into Blueberry onto K-Gunner. Jumping over to K-Gunner, who is now defending. AIM 54 is going to be behind him. There it is. Just came off boost stage. 2.5 miles now, 1.5 miles behind him. Closing rapidly. Missile still at Mach 1.9. Still got plenty of juice. K-Gunner trying to out-energy it. Missile's down to half mile. K-Gunner needs to be more aggressive. Getting away from this. Here it comes. And is it going to be a ballistic enema? It's going to be close. No. Wow. It like flew through. Oh, it killed him. Okay. Little bit of desync. Thought it was going to be it. And then immediately after K-Gunner goes down, Maus takes down Blueberry in back-to-back kills. Nazgul against Nazgul taking down K-Gunner and Maus taking down Blueberry. So let's check out the TAC view and see how that round one went. Kills happening back-to-back very rapidly. Spit onto my microphone. So here's where things start. Toretto gets very aggressive over here against Asphalite. Launches a 120 onto Asphalite, breaks away. I don't think that's the tracking one. Then recommits. They exchange missiles at 8 miles, but nobody really decides to be overly aggressive. And Toretto could have gotten away from this missile. Very easily could have gotten away from it. He didn't need to be this aggressive defending it. It was launched from 8 miles. Asphalite decided, I don't want to try and out-energy it. I want to notch it, and then I'm not going to notch it on my 90 degree, and gets hammered by the incoming fence post. He's gone. So trade there. Both missed defending. We're down to a 3v3. Nazgul takes the mid-match on his back, getting it started against... where is it? Against Sprud. And Sprud tries to out-energy a Phoenix. You're not going to do this from this range. It's not going to happen. Tries to out-energy it, panics at the last moment to try and get the notch. Too late by that point. It's now a 2v3. OTP with the advantage. I like these constant missiles to force Outer Haven on the constant defensive. Now we see the AIM 54 out from Nazgul. Immediately goes Pitbull, and he comes back in on a Blueberry. K-Gunner then tries to out-energy it. Again, you're not going to out-energy the fence post. It is not going to happen. He does these serpentines, not aggressive enough, and the missile plows into his rear side, making it a 1v3. Another AIM 54 comes in on a Blueberry, and that actually hit Blueberry. So Nazgul probably should have 3 kills in this match instead of 2. A little bit of desync there, but it doesn't matter because Maus finishes off Blueberry with the 120, giving OTP the round 1 victory over Outer Haven in a very dominating fashion. And if I had to bet, I would say OTP is going to close this out in 2. But is Outer Haven going to be able to send us to 3? We're going to find out. Stick around for just a few minutes as I get round 2 set up. OTP. We're back in the pit. Batumi against Guadada. OTP is up 1-0 over Outer Haven. Pretty dominant showing in round 1. Nazgul in the F-14 probably should have 3 kills in comparison to him only getting credit for 2 after the little bit of desync as he took down the last remaining contact from Outer Haven, which was Blueberry. Watching K-Gunner and Outer Haven's F-14 taxi to runway here at Batumi. Go ahead and bring up the overlays here. Things started out poorly for Outer Haven as Toretto went into the drink. Now, to Toretto's favor, the water's very hard to see in these recent updates. The texture is just really weird, and I don't think it's really that way in real life. It's very difficult to see the ground or to see the water. So I can't fault Toretto too much for just going into the ground. That was really unfortunate, but he did. And that started Outer Haven out on a really bad leg to stand on. Then Nazgul comes in, takes down a couple of other Outer Haven pilots, including K-Gunner in the F-14, and I think the other one was Sprud. And that just opened the floodgates for OTP. Outer Haven only having one pilot remaining at Blueberry. So the Tomcat was the difference maker there, and Toretto taking himself out of the fight. If Outer Haven can somehow not get or kill themselves at the very beginning, I think they're going to do a lot better, obviously. But if they allow themselves to either kill themselves, get a friendly kill, or allow OTP to get the first kill, I don't know that there's going to be a way to come back. Outer Haven has got to get the first kill on the board to be able to give themselves a chance, in my opinion, of taking one against OTP. Lack of noticeable waves. Generic, that's a good point. You don't have any white caps or anything, but even without white caps, I think you don't really see any texture. But maybe that's waves in general without white caps. You'd probably still be able to see it. Outer Haven is from MGS. What's MGS? I don't know what that means. Altitude indicator exists. Karza, that is true. That is very true. You can use your radar indicator. Absolutely. Sometimes, though, you're looking out of your cockpit trying to notch something, and it doesn't work. Metal Gear Solid. So Outer Haven is from Metal Gear Solid? Like that's where the name comes from? I didn't know that. Should be taking off here anytime. F-14's K-Gunner and Nazgul look like they're going to be leading the way. Somebody said K-Gunner's Rio is Colin. Is that right? Got to give credits to the Rios. I hear those turkey feathers coming together, so these guys are taking off. K-Gunner's rolling. I'm going to assume Dagger and Nazgul are going to roll. Yep, front gear's loading up. They are now rolling. Here comes Mouse and Asphalite, as well as Sprud and Blueberry for both teams. Patriot, are these aircraft required for the competition, or could teams use any aircraft? They can use whatever they want. Any aircraft is allowed inside of SATAL. There's only some minor weapon restrictions that people can utilize, but you can fly whatever jet you want. I like the overlays on the red side, left to the right, altitude, not sure what next bit is between that and gun ammo. So you've got, that's speed in Mach. So you've got gun ammo, speed in Mach, and then altitude. So you guys can see really all of the necessary information that you would need to make a determination of how effective somebody is going to be into one of these fights. Bring up the TAC view overlay here. One thing we're trying to change, and I just requested Akagi to change it, was to, instead of not putting a number, if they don't have that missile, to put a 0. I think it provides more continuity, and then to put a bar or a pipe in between each one so we get some separation. What does it mean when the blue or red bar by their name goes down? That is their fuel. So how the fuel works on the overlay is, you change aircraft so it's a little bit easier to listen to. How the fuel works is the fuel bar does not move until they're on internal fuel. All right? So when they're on an external fuel, you don't see the bar going down. The bar will only drop when they're on internal fuel, and the bar is representative of 100% internal fuel when it's full, and then it will start to decrease as they burn through that internal fuel. So it doesn't matter how much internal fuel a jet can have, it's all about a percentage of their total amount is what's displayed in the bar. Oh, so there's missile count display. Yeah, all of that information is there. So how the missile count works is far left on both teams for missiles, which is the numbers on the inside of each, on the outside of each of their overlays. The far left is AMRAAMs. The middle that is blank for everybody is semi-active. And the far right is heaters. So we're gonna work on putting some pipes to separate and condense them even further. Then we can separate gun ammo, Mach, and altitude a little bit more. But it's all in constant flux. Akagi's done a phenomenal job making this possible for us outright. Can't give him enough credit because having this is amazing. Very few Fox 1 kills. Mad props to the pilots for pulling it off. Indeed. And we have seen a couple. Okay, that's why it isn't going down. Yeah. Tough real. That's why, is because they don't start dropping. Like now you can see K-Gunner. They don't start dropping until they're on internal fuel. So as soon as they burn through their bags, then you start seeing it drop. K-Gunner on internal fuel now, says Valentine. Exactly. I'd like to see the armament have the ATO format. What is that? Generic, what is ATO? Can you give me an indicator of, and what does ATO mean? AIM 54s out from K-Gunner. We're going to grab those as they traverse towards their target. Here's one of them. This is the lead one. Well, now this is the lead one. Both of them having their patented AMRAAM aneurysm as they come in onto self-guidance. It would be cool to see some matches with only Fox 1 and Fox 2. Maybe eventually air tasking order. So, Generic, is that like the overall NATO format for this? And if so, how do you read it? I thought it was Fox 3, Fox 1, Fox 2. Is that not right? What do you say? How do you do it? Because I'm all for doing things correctly if it means we just need to reorder some stuff. That's entirely doable. I just need to know how it goes. Toretto now launching a 120 down here to the south. Taking a look at Toretto. There we go. So now Toretto staying at high altitude, 21,000 feet, 570 knots, launches on Mouse. Mouse responds with a 120 of his own. Here is Mouse. Mouse is being a little bit more aggressive in the defensive flying, down through 12,000 feet, 570 knots, so not quite as fast as Toretto, but he's lower. So he's going to force the missile down into thicker and thicker air. Toretto, though, is allowing this missile to get quite close to him. So I'm a little worried about Toretto. Missile's at Mach 1.8. Toretto, I'm not worried about him anymore. He's Mach 1.2, 14,000 feet, and he breaks away at the right time. Missile's not going to have any juice. Static camera view is better than floating camera, in my opinion. I don't think I have floating camera, do I? It's not float. What do you mean? Can you elaborate on that? So 402 is 3, 1, 2. Yeah, that's how it is. The plus is for guns, if I remember. Yeah, Tafrilla, I think, is right. We're already in that order. It just doesn't show the semi-actives in this capacity yet. It should be 0. Asphalite now having to defend an incoming 120 with his F-16. He's aggressively defending here. He's got 5 sticks still on his jet. Oh, when it's on missiles, I don't know that I can turn that off, Fire Silver, for missiles. It's off. Maybe I can. Do you guys know if there's a setting? I'd like it for missiles. I don't think it's on for the jets. They don't seem to be bouncing at all. But Asphalite still defending this 120, even though it is trashed. Nazgul now recommitting. Nazgul just launched an AIM 54 from 20,000 feet, now aggressively diving. There's the AIM 54 as it takes off towards its intended target. If you set from floating to static, it does for both. Okay, well, I'll do that after this stream, or after this this match, and we'll make that happen. So just bear with it for this one. I always like feedback. So that's good. AIM 54 now coming in on a Senpai Sprud. Senpai Sprud needs to do something. They need to realize that they're not going to out-energy an incoming telephone pole. 2.5 miles still for the Phoenix, 1,700 knots, 12,000 feet. And Senpai Sprud is committed to the out-energy. Half mile, imminent unwanted face mile. There it is. The sphincter shrinker slams up Sprud's rear end, and Sprud is the first casualty here as the AIM-54 claims its first victim. Now out. Asphalite defending again from an M120 coming from Blueberry. Toretto now trying to make something happen. He's the only hot contact for Outer Haven. Aaron AWACS is the best, obviously. That's why the camera always goes to it. Automatically jump to OP Jet, and that is the AWACS. So Toretto launches a 120. That 120 is up. AIM-54 it's on Blueberry. Does he get away from it? Is he not yet? Yes. So Blueberry gets away from that 120. He's okay. 120 coming in onto Nazgul. Well, no, more pressing one is the 120 coming out of Mouse, and Mouse is high. 16,000 feet, 500 knots. This is a low to high shot. Mouse diving into this is just correcting geometry for the incoming AMRAAM. Under a mile. This is another one. Mouse, I think you're dead. 0.3, 0.2, 0.1. Goodbye, Mouse. I think there he goes. Mouse gets taken down by Toretto. And Outer Haven is on the board. Nazgul now beaming in here in his F-14, launches another AIM-54. There it goes as he breaks away. Allows the missile to go immediately to Pitbull. Asphalite now launching onto Blueberry. Blueberry having to defend that 120. Here's Blueberry trying to defend the 120. He's going to be getting a missile warning from an AIM-54 from Nazgul here momentarily. So the 120 chasing Blueberry's behind him, but he's also got an AIM-54 cockpit side of his lip vector on his left. We can still see it on his burn stage, 3.5 miles away. Blueberry needs to get into the notch. Don't try and out energy at Blueberry, and you're going to be a smashed berry. Goodbye, Blueberry. And as soon as that one happened, Toretto and K-Gunner are the only two left. Here's Toretto, just launched an AIM-120 onto Nazgul, and then we've got K-Gunner merged with Dagger. 120 trying to catch Dagger. That's not going to work. AIM-54 out from K-Gunner. That one's taken off to the right. Toretto's now got another AIM-54 coming in from Nazgul, and he's trying to out-energy it again. No! Half mile. Goodbye, Toretto. They keep trying to out-energy the big ol' AIM-54, and that is not going to work. So now we've got one left. It's K-Gunner, and K-Gunner is being hotly pursued by Dagger 5 miles behind him. Dagger trying to close onto K-Gunner, putting these guys on split screen. Padlock on both, 4.5 miles now. Dagger, 625 knots. K-Gunner, 590. Missile out from Dagger onto K-Gunner. That's going to force K-Gunner into the defensive and increase the closure rate from Dagger. Or K-Gunner's just going to recommit into an incoming AMRAAM. Does he notch it? Yes, it flies over him. But what that causes is an increase of closure, like I said previously, for Dagger onto K-Gunner, and now we're inside 2 miles. Dagger's going to have an excellent shot if he can come around here. K-Gunner trying to defeat incoming AIM-54s, launches another AIM-54. That one's going to be going up at somebody, either Nazgul or the other remaining contact, and that another 120 misses K-Gunner. So K-Gunner doing an awesome job of defending incoming threats, but now we're down to the merge, and Dagger still has some missiles left on his jet. Needs to pull lead pursuit for the last 120 to come off his right wingtip. Is this going to be all she needed? The last missile from Dagger onto K-Gunner. It tracks late, but it's tracking. 0.8, 0.5. K-Gunner doesn't get away from this one, and he gets ramrodded by that 120. He's still alive, but his engines no longer work. Little gun burst from Dagger trying to connect onto K-Gunner. Nothing connected. AIM-9's out. More 20 mil connects with the left wing and surgically removes a flight surface, and that's going to be it for Outer Haven as OTP again dominates round 2. So check back on chat, just missing breaks out with the Perner. Yeah. So what ended up happening there, ladies and gentlemen, I think is that was just the missile bug. So when you turn through a certain degree, we think the missile just loses you. So he was in a constant state of turning, so the missile was never able to track him. And they just kept missing because they're dumb. And that's the current state of the 120. What missiles the AWACS have? AWACS doesn't even need missiles. It just bombards you with high frequency, and your jet just can't take it and flies into the water. That's what happened to Toretto early. That's exactly what happened. Valentine says, AWACS is the missile? It is OP. Let's take a look at TAC View, see what happened before we go on to our second match of the day. Because that's right, this is not the only match of the day. We got another match, 6v6. So backing up. So here we are, 4v4. Nazgul launched onto Sprud. They keep trying to out-energy Phoenix. It's not going to work. Thufferlos Lal says that gives you cancer? It's like radiation sickness. It just ages you and you die in the cockpit. So Sprud tries to out-energy it. Doesn't work, guys. You've got to notch these from this close. You're not going to out-energy it. Blueberry notches one. Gets lucky, honestly, that he notched that. Nazgul recommits, and this is the one he doesn't notch. He tries. I think he may be out of countermeasures as it takes him down. Then we're down to Toretto and K-Gunner. Third kill for Nazgul. Nazgul's just racking them up. That's 5 kills for Nazgul in the F-14. 5 with the AIM-54. And then it's Dagger with K-Gunner. Why is K-Gunner all the way down there? Let's see what happened. So K-Gunner gets shot at by this 120, and the Dagger just keeps pressing him. So 1v1 develops over on the east, and then there's the 3v3 main over on the west. So K-Gunner just has to run away from Dagger with these 120s, and he can't recommit. I would have liked to see one of these guys, the 3-ship, break away, and he could have been fine doing it because he would have just been cold from the other OTP pilots and turned this into a 2v1. Dagger got drugged all the way behind Outer Haven's line, and this is a perfect Dragon Bag situation if Outer Haven would have recognized it. Blueberry and Toretto could have come over here, both of them actually, and taken down Dagger, and then it would have been a 3v2. But you got to recognize stuff like this, and you got to be able to provide mutual support. That doesn't happen. Dagger eventually able to force K-Gunner to defend, and then from there it's just constant defending. And when you're constantly defending, you don't really have an opportunity to be offensive yourself. And eventually, K-Gunner succumbs to the last 120 from Dagger, giving OTP the round victory. So where does that put us? Well, that means this round is done. So 4v4 Gold League is over. But now we're moving on to 6v6 Gold League. Golden Crown against D3W. It's going to take me, I don't know, 5 minutes or so to get the next round set up, so bear with me. I'll send you back to the Be Right Back screen. When we get back, it's going to be Golden Crown against D3W in 6v6. So stay with us, guys. More say D3W against Golden Crown in Gold League 6v6. How is this one going to go? I do not know. I am not sure. I'm excited to see it, though, because there are a lot of Tomcats. A lot of Tomcats. A lot of Tomcats. I mean, look at this screen. There's 3 of them just here. I think there's another one sitting over on the ramp. They're everywhere. Many, many Tomcats in today's matchup, and D3W has 2 of them. Is the SATAL website down anywhere else? The league scores are posted for this year so far. So glad to see not just Vipers. Thuff, a lot of that is taking place on the Discord. We got rid of the website. It was just a lot going on. It was a pain in the ass to manage, so we got rid of it. So we're doing everything in Discord. Why is the bot not listening? The Discord link should be down below in one of the panels. TAC view. The bot posted it once, and then I don't see. Can somebody give the IP for TAC view to the guys? Because the bot's just being flaky today, and I don't know why. Maybe Streamlabs is having issues. This matchup is going to be Maycop against Vody. I think it's Maycop against Vody. Yeah, it is Maycop against Vody. Here's the mission location so you guys can see it. So Maycop against Vody. Who's departing from Maycop? Golden Crown is. That means D3W is going to be out of Vody. Distance between these two airfields is about 130 miles. Karza says bot is on strike. What a terrible bot. Flaming OnlyFans, you out? You got stuff to do? Everybody posting the IP for the bot now. And I hear people taking off, so let's take a look and see who is flying. We've got Edu, and who else for D3W? Who can I see over there? Anaconda. Edu and Anaconda, then Flaming OnlyFans and Zabel, followed by Fisu and I'm going to call him Bane. So Fisu and Bane in the F-14s. And then over on Golden Crown, you've got Isaac, Wolf, Zero, Seagull, Helldog, and I don't know who the lead F-18 is. It's Hero. All right, so those are your guys for Golden Crown. 6v6 matchup today. Lots of F-14s, 5 F-14s in the mix. 3 Hornets, I think. 4 Hornets, 116, and 116. So very interesting setup today. Or I guess I should say in this matchup. Especially with this many Tomcats. I mean, when you got this many Tomcats, telephone poles will be a-flying. Both the F-18s for D3W are taking 10 AMRAAMs apiece. Edu and Anaconda have no IR missiles. They're all AMRAAMs. And then Fisu and Bane are taking the 6 and 2 typical of F-14s. Golden Crown, their 2 Hornets, there's actually 4 Hornets, not 3. Their 2 Hornets are taking 10 AMRAAMs and 2 AIM-9s, same as D3Ws. Wolf has, that's really weird. What does Wolf have? No, that's Helldog. What does Helldog have? Let's find Helldog. Helldog. Where are you? There you are. So Helldog only carrying 4 Phoenix. 2 AIM-7s and 2 AIM-9s. Interesting. Wonder why he decided to do that. Well, we saw a few matches ago an F-18 carrying AIM-7, so this isn't the first time. Aaron says tactic, maybe. Thufferlal says might as well blow the cockpit and shoot him with the sidearm. Well, that got aggressive. So we got 2 18s, 2 16s, and 2 14s for D3W. 2 18s, 3 14s, and 1 16 for Golden Crown. All of the 16s have all AMRAAMs. All of the Hornets have 10 AMRAAMs. And all but 1 of the F-14s have 6 Phoenix. Helldog's just taking the weird loadout. DCS World Events, do they run AIM-54A or Cs? Do you know? I can't tell until they launch. then TACView, or not TACView, then the F10 map will tell us. I can't tell from here. A lot of times it's a mixture between Mark 60s and the C variant. That's typically what ends up happening. What's the point to fly an F-14A? They fly the F-14A because that's what their home country flew. I think Hell Dog and them, or some of them, are probably from Iran, and they flew the F-14A, not the B variant. So that's what they fly. Here's a look as they ingress. Again, this is Maycop against Bodie. Zero and Hell Dog leading the way, along with Hero and Seagull. So two 16, two 18s, a 16 and a 14, followed by two more 14s in trail. Then over here for D3W, two 16 lead, followed by two 18s and two 14s. So 2, 2, and 2, as if they were getting on Noah's Ark. So Swiss, they still fly the F-14As? I didn't know that. Interesting. Those are old. Man, those are 60 years old now, right? Some old jets. They're not using the Phoenix anymore. They're using retrofitted SAMs, or did they finally come up with a replacement for the Phoenix? Hero and Zero now separating for Golden Crown. D3W doing the same. Edu and Anaconda separating. Zabel and Flamingo also separating. And the F-14s of Bane and Fisu coming right up the middle. Didn't they put flanker engines in them? I have no idea. Did they? I know they've been doing all kinds of stuff to them. Hell Dog, right here, is the man with the AIM-7s on his jet. He's going to be our center guy for Golden Crown. We've got a missile out from Wolf in the back parts of the Golden Crown formation. Here's that AIM-54 from Wolf. I turned off, whoever was asking for it, I went and turned off the floating camera, and it's still doing it on the missiles. So maybe I need to restart my clients. I don't know, but I did go and turn it off. So I apologize about the floating. I did turn it off. Maybe I just need to turn off the clients and restart them. Because some of the, how can I put this? Some of the options don't take effect really until you restart the client. It didn't make me restart it, but it may not go into play until it's restarted. So hopefully it'll be fixed tomorrow for tomorrow's stream. So Fire Silver, I do appreciate the feedback though. If anybody has feedback, including, telling me how stupid I am, you guys can do that. I may ban you for telling me I'm stupid. I'm just kidding, I wouldn't do that. Only if you tell me I'm cucking you. Cookie. Gotta throw some shade. Honestly, I didn't even notice the floating until I was told. Silver says anytime. Now we've got a missile out from Hell Dog. Hell Dog is one of the lead guys for Golden Crown. Isaac also with an AIM-54. First AIM-54 looks like it's going to be onto Bane. Bane is already into a notch, and Zavel may be going into a notch. Zavel's into a notch somewhere to his right down below. Somewhere down there. Behind him in the F-18, there he is. 5.2 miles away. AIM-54 is actually at Edu. So Edu, having broken back in to that AIM-54, but the AIM-54 is down to Mach 0.6. It's going to be trash. So no problem there. Golden Crown launching all kinds of missiles. I mean, look at this. Look at TACView. Just all kinds of AIM-54s out. Edu's going to be okay getting away from that one. These two down here, though, are tracking. Looks like one's on Flaming OnlyFans. And D3W needs to be very careful about the bubble. Flaming OnlyFans is very close to the bubble edge. Streams keep getting better and better. Overlays have been great. Thanks, Aspen. Much appreciated. But D3W's Flaming OnlyFans and now Anaconda need to be very careful about the bubble edge. I mean, look at where they're at. So here's the bubble, and it is going to shrink. So D3W needs to be very careful about where this is in retrospect to where they are inside the bubble here. So the bubble's going to shrink in a mile. This border, I think, is like 4 miles. So they just need to not get caught out here. It just shrunk. So D3W's Flaming OnlyFans needs to be very careful. Aim 54 now coming in on Anaconda. Mark 60 out on Isaac. And it looks like Golden Crown is working on pushing D3W out of the bubble. What's he doing? Is he going to break away? Yeah, he's turning around at the bubble edge, but if he gets caught out here, he's going to have a bad time. Now he's recommitting. But this Mark 60, is that tracking him? Looks like it is. So here's the Mark 60 as it comes in on the Flaming OnlyFans. Flaming OnlyFans having broken back in. The Mark 60 does look like it's tracking him. Zavel now coming back in and turning back in hot. Flaming OnlyFans looks like he's going to be okay. Zavel's got 9 AMRAMs remaining on his jet. Getting really low. Oh! And Zavel got too low. Flies into the ground. He dies. And then Hero died. So Hero over-G'd his jet up here. I just saw him disappear. He's gone. So D3W loses one. And then Hero says, I can't be outdone by that. I need to kill myself. And he does just that. Takes himself down. So D3W, man, they're getting really deep into this zone. I'm really worried about them getting pushed back here to the point where they're not able to defend and run away because they can't go outside this bubble. If they go out of this bubble, they just blow up. Golden Crowns, Helldog, and Zero, as well as Isaac, they've got to keep pushing. You got to push. If they keep pressing, they have a very good opportunity of forcing D3W out of the bubble. Now, missile coming in onto Zero. Zero from Flaming OnlyFans. Flaming OnlyFans was very close to getting pushed out of the bubble. Looks like he's okay for now. 120 off from Anaconda. Meanwhile, Zero responded with a missile onto Flaming OnlyFans. Here is Flaming OnlyFans now defending. That missile got trashed. He's now recommitting. Now we've got an AIM 54. Out from Fisu, back here in the back. And here is that AIM 54 as it barrels into its possible target. And its target, who does it look like it's going to be? Looks like it's Isaac. I think it's Isaac. And Isaac, Golden Crown really hasn't had to defend much. Here is that missile from Fisu onto Isaac. And it's rapidly closing. Isaac trying to defend, trying to do something here. He's way too high, and he gets pummeled by the incoming AIM 54. He goes down. 120 out from Zero onto Anaconda. Here's Anaconda now low, trying to notch that incoming threat. And guys, I apologize if I missed something. There's so much stuff going on. Helldog wasting no time now in continuing to press in the F-14A variant. He's got no AIM 54s left. He's launched all 4 of them. He's got 2 AIM 7s. Anaconda is now recommitted into the face of Helldog. Possible AIM 9 coming off. Does he see Anaconda? He does. What type of missile was that? It's an AIM 9, and Anaconda gets ramrodded. And I'm pausing because I think something else is about to go down here. Helldog just took down Anaconda, and Flaming OnlyFans just took down Anaconda, just took down Helldog. So here's Helldog. He just got hit after taking down Flaming OnlyFans. So that's all she wrote there, and we're going to continue because I just wanted to make sure we weren't missing that. So that ends up being a trade. Now up to the north, D3W still right on the bubble's edge. So Edu, Bane, and Flaming OnlyFans as well as Fisu are right on the bubble's edge. We're going to grab Zero in the F-16. Here is Zero launching a 120 onto Flaming OnlyFans or Fisu. Seagull is now full egress away from the fight. And this is where we stand. So missiles still continuing to be launched. Just saw one come off from Seagull. Where's that 120? There it is. As it goes up And that missile he's next to launching on Bane. Bane defending. Bane's in really close. So Bane is in really close to Seagull. Seagull launches a really aggressive 120 onto Bane. Bane gets taken down, and Bane actually took down Seagull as well. So they end up trading. And it's a 2v3 now. Zero and Wolf, the only runs remaining for Golden Crown. And we've got Edu, Flaming OnlyFans, and Fisu remaining for D3W. Missile now off from Zero onto Fisu. Flaming OnlyFans also launching onto Zero. Zero is in the upper right corner, having to defend from multiple angles. Aim 54 from Fisu is probably going to be the major problem, not the 120. Fisu, though, needs to be careful about this 120. He notched it, so he's okay. And Zero gets taken down by the Aim 54, so now it's a 3v1. Wolf is the only one left for Golden Crown, and Edu's pressing him. Edu in the F-16 is pressing onto Wolf. Edu's going to be the closest to Wolf, and Wolf goes into the ground. Says, I don't want to be taken down by anybody else. I'm going to take myself out. Flies into the ground, and that's it. Guys, I'm just going to send us straight into round 2. I don't think there's any reason to go back to the attack view. We're going to go, well, no, we're going to go to the attack view. So the bubble edge is right here, and D3W almost gets pushed out. Golden Crown needed to be way more aggressive in making something happen, but they didn't. They never pressed as hard as they could have. They kept turning around, even when there was no launches coming from D3W, and that, in my opinion, was their downfall. I'm not entirely sure why they didn't press, but they very easily could have pushed these three, Flaming OnlyFans, Anaconda, and Fisu, out of the bubble. If they go out of the bubble, they then blow up. So instead, they take it upon themselves to kill themselves multiple times. We had an over-G from Hero, ground from Seagull, and ground from Wolf. So that was really unfortunate. Zavel also for D3W flew into the ground. So we had 4 ground kills. Ground just racking up the kills here. But Golden Crown just doesn't press. They had many opportunities to press on D3W. They don't do it. They allow D3W off the ropes. And eventually, they're able to clean house. Flaming OnlyFans taking down Zero. And then Edu taking down or putting pressure on Wolf. And then Wolf takes himself down. Just really unfortunate. I would have liked to see Golden Crown be more aggressive. If they were more aggressive, I think they would have been able to make something happen. But unfortunately, they went down in a blaze of glory. D3W still having 3 pilots remaining. Here we are back in the pit, ladies and gentlemen. D3W against Golden Crown. And I think I may actually try something. I'm going to try and do this round without talking. I'm just going to concentrate on the stream. You guys will have to tell me what you think about it. We'll go from there. So I'm going to try and not talk. See what you think about how this one goes. So Golden Crown taking on D3W. D3W up 1-0 currently over Golden Crown, winning last round with 3 pilots remaining. So pretty intimidating defeat from D3W on a Golden Crown. Let's see if Golden Crown's going to have it. Again, I'm not going to talk in this round. I'm going to try and focus on the camera and see what we can get going here, some flybys and all that stuff. So enjoy. You can tell me if you liked it or not after this round completes, but here we go. Okay, so I'm already bored. Can't do it. It's just boring. I'll try and focus more on the cameras and not talk as much and just see what ends up happening as we go through here. You guys like it louder or not? Do you like it loud though? Or should I turn the volumes down? Need to know. Okay, so commentary is where it's at. We can do that. So D3W and Golden Crown coming together, trying to make something happen. D3W up 1-0. Golden Crown, this is it. Americans are always louder, I guess, so keep... We are loud and obnoxious. That is true. But I mean, do you like the jet sounds loud? Not me being louder. Do you like the jet sounds this loud and the music being less loud and all that stuff? I need to know what you guys think about that. Because if you like it louder, I'm all about it. I just need to know what you guys want. Jet and music is good. Okay. This is what we look like on the ingress here. AIM-54s being launched by the northern group from Golden Crown. Zero, Leon, and Hell Dog are going to be in that group. All three F-14s are in that northern group, so the two 18s and the 16, Seagull, Hero, and Wolf are down to the south. For D3W, Bane and Fisu, the two F-14s, are leading the way, followed by Anaconda and Edu in the 16s, and then the trails are Flaming Cliffs and Zabel. So AIM-54s lead one, which I need to grab. Looks like it's coming in on Fisu. Here's that AIM-54 coming down from 61,000 feet, 1,800 knots, onto its intended target of, looks to be Fisu, and then Bane is going to be the other target of the other AIM-54 that was launched by one of those from the three F-14s in the northern group. But AIM-54s are coming down from altitude. Northern one onto Fisu, 33,000 feet, Mach 2.6. It's going to be close. Fisu! Dead? Fisu's dead. So Fisu's gone. Bane gone. Double kill! Double kill coming in for Golden Crown. Wow! Not the way that you want to start. Damn! Double schmammering of these guys in this round. Didn't even attempt to dodge. I don't know what happened, but that is not a good start. That is exactly what Golden Crown needed coming into this one. Exactly what they needed. Third, AIM-54. Coming in on Flaming OnlyFans. Flaming OnlyFans in the F-18. Here he is. Left to right turn. Over. Oh, that's why I didn't have audio. Left to right turn, defending against the AIM-54. It actually may be on Anaconda now. Looking at them both. Flaming OnlyFans on the right, Anaconda on the left. AIM-54 flies over Anaconda onto Flaming OnlyFans. Flaming OnlyFans coming down through the cloud deck. 600 knots, 7,000 feet. Missiles no longer tracking, so he's okay. AIM-54 Mark 60 out from Wolf from Golden Crown. High flying at 24,000 feet, 295 knots. I'd like to see him a bit faster for that Mark 60 launch. That one's going to be at Zabel. Zabel, D3W again, is way back in the bubble area. What do I mean by that? I mean this. So Zabel defending on the left, but this is the bubble area, and look how far back D3W is, almost against the bubble wall. Golden Crown right over top bullseye. D3W is going to have a really hard time, again, I think, if Golden Crown comes in here being aggressive, especially since they're already down 2 pilots. And the ones that they're down are both of their Tomcats. Flaming OnlyFans now launching. 120. Up onto Hell Dog. Hell Dog in the F-14. Hell Dog's pretty low. 2,000 feet, 3,000 feet, 650 knots. Launched an AIM-54. That's going to be at Flaming OnlyFans. Just saw an AIM-54 come off from Wolf. It's another Mark 60. Wolf's going to be the southern guy for Golden Crown. So Flaming OnlyFans needs to be careful. He's got multiple AIM-54s coming for him. One's coming for him, actually. And then another one's coming for Anaconda. Both these guys now defending. Flaming OnlyFans on the left, Anaconda on the right. Both guys in the notch. Anaconda has all 6 sticks. Flaming OnlyFans has 9 of his 10 sticks, so he's okay. Hell Dog continuing to press onto Anaconda. Hell Dog low, still at 2,200 feet. AIM-54 off from Hell Dog. That's going to be onto Anaconda. Flaming OnlyFans responds with a 120 up onto Seagull. So Hell Dog, we're sticking with him. So he's got a 120 coming at him. Missile from Flaming OnlyFans is going to be onto Seagull. Here's Seagull in the F-18. 4,500 knots. Now back to Hell Dog, who is very low. Hell Dog skimming the earth, flying under treetop level. Does he see Seagull? No, he doesn't. Flying right by Seagull. Hell Dog now pressing into Anaconda. 2 AIM-9s off from Hell Dog. AIM-9 and an AIM-7. 120 from Flaming OnlyFans. Not sure who that one's going to be on. It's kind of off aspect. But Hell Dog still cooking down low. Missile off from Anaconda onto Hell Dog, notched. So Hell Dog pressing. Merge now with Anaconda. He's got Flaming OnlyFans on his nose. Flaming OnlyFans season launches a 120. I don't think he gets away from this. He's trying to turn up, guns out, onto Anaconda. That doesn't work. 120 still tracking point 2, and Hell Dog blisters in here. Low gets annihilated, and then we've got Anaconda gets hammered by an incoming missile from 0. Flaming OnlyFans now also very, very low. Trying to make something happen. Oh, wrong button. AIM-54 flies right in front of his canopy. Seagull trying to close. We've got 3 pilots left for D3W, 4 for Golden Crown. 120 out from Flaming OnlyFans onto Leon. Here's Leon defending in the F-14. Leon has 1 AIM-54 and 2 AIM-9s remaining. So 120's gonna be behind him somewhere. There it is, 3.6 miles behind him. Flaming OnlyFans just launched another 120 over at Leon. Leon doing a pretty good job of out-energying all of those threats. But we're going to stick with him. So Leon's still running. Trying to get away. He's going to be okay. 0 now, trying to make something happen against Flaming OnlyFans. Launches a 120 from 5 miles. Flaming OnlyFans responds with the 120 from the AMRAAM bus. Missile coming in from Flaming OnlyFans left. Another AMRAAM out from Flaming OnlyFans. Missile onto 0. Barely misses. Flaming OnlyFan now commits. 120 out from Hero onto Flaming OnlyFans. That's going to be on his right side. That goes into the ground. So Flaming OnlyFans trying to run down 0. Now he's turning off a 0 onto Leon. Leon in the F-14. Split screen here. Flaming OnlyFans on the right. Leon on the left. Missile out from Flaming OnlyFans. AIM-9 out from Leon. Flaming OnlyFans gets hammered and Leon gets hammered. Both those guys get taken down in another trade. Been going back and forth in these matches. Zabel now picking up the engagement down to the south. Launches onto Hero. Hero trying to drag away from multiple threats. I think he's going to be okay. These missiles are close. Flying formation with him. Look at that, baby. 0.1 miles. Able to get away from it is Hero. Edu now with the missile coming in from his left. It's going to be a 120. Is he going to defend it? Edu. Missile on his left. Where is it? 0.15 miles. Or 1.5 miles. Another one. 1.5 miles. Edu's okay. Missile from Zavel up onto Seagull. And Zavel's actually got a missile on him. So we're going to stick with both of these guys. It's a 2v4. Opposite situation from what we saw in round 1. Edu launches onto Wolf. Nothing had been coming up from Edu onto Edu. Wolf is in trouble, getting caught a little bit high. Did he get caught with his pants down? Driving into the ground. No! Pulls up at the last second and pulverizes Wolf. Wolf goes down. We're now down to a 2v2, I think. It is indeed 2v2. Edu and Zavel last remaining here. So Edu driving away from Hero, and then Zavel trying to make something happen against Seagull. Missile out from Zavel. That's going to be onto Hero. Missile out from Hero onto Edu. Edu gets taken down. Now we're up onto Zavel. Zavel's got a missile coming in from his right from Seagull. And Seagull gets pulverized. Is Zavel going to live? He's trying. He line of sights it, so we're down to a 1v1. Zavel against Hero. 6 or on each side, and it's down to 1v1. Oh, they trade! No way! No fucking way! Wow! And that match ends in a draw. Wow! I did not see that one coming. What a round between Golden Crown and D3W. That was insane. Dormouse says, see, I told you, asymmetrical violence never solves anything. Yeah, it's got to be asymmetrical. Damn. All right, well, that means we're going to round 3. On to round 3, D3W against Golden Crown. D3W still up 1-0 over Golden Crown. Yeah, Golden Crown's got the tie. So if Golden Crown wins this, the match ends in a tie. We don't go past 3 rounds. Damn! All right, guys. See you back here in 3 minutes. Round 3. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're again in the pit. Round 3, Golden Crown against D3W in a best of 3. Round 3, best of 3. Now, to clarify how this works, ladies and gentlemen, we've got, you can either win, lose, or draw. How that works is, in this case, D3W is up with a win. So if Golden Crown were to win, the match would end in a draw. If this round would end in a draw, Golden Crown would win. Okay? So the draws count for something, but really not, if you get what I mean. Teams departing. It is Maycop against Bodie. Very flat terrain. How do you guys think this next round is going to go? How close are these two teams matched up? I mean, I don't know that we could ask for a closer matchup than Golden Crown against D3W. Very similar aircraft selections, very similar outcomes. I mean, that one just came down to the wire. 1v1, and then they killed each other. Lunkwell, that is correct. It is a best of 3. But Gizmo says best of 3 is most correct. Really, it is. And what can happen is teams can perpetually tie, and we don't want teams to have to fly 4, 5, and 6 rounds. So we just want it to end. Yeah, Robomat, that's cool, but these matches take so long that it can just, it's not fun. F-16s are yellow and F-14s are orange. They look like they're the same color. They're pretty similar. Probably the light. Here's our mission location. Golden Crown coming in, kind of in a wall. Golden Crown has got to be aggressive. They have to. They keep leaving it on the field. Be aggressive. Force D3W out of the bubble. D3W is allowing you, giving you the opportunity to ramrod them into the wall. But Golden Crown is not taking it. They have got to be aggressive. They have to. AIM 54s out for the F-14s for Golden Crown. Both from Leon. Leon was the man that got 2 early kills with the AIM 54s for Golden Crown in the last round. Why is Helldog's fuel almost half by now? The F-14 drinks fuel, and they may be trying to come in full burner all the way. He also may have forgotten his bags. I'm not entirely sure why Helldog is that way. Here's Helldog in the F-14. Does he have bags on? No, he doesn't. Maybe he didn't bring bags? Not sure. Edu now breaking away in the F-16 with Anaconda, both going opposite directions as the Phoenix, you can see in the upper left corner, continue to ingress on their possible targets. Bane, rear F-14 for D3W has entered the bubble. They've got to get off the wall. Got to get off the wall. Zavel, what is Zavel doing? Don't do this. You're pushing yourself into a corner. Zavel, 10 AMRAMs. Still has your tank on. Is Zavel still on internal fuel? Yeah, he is. Okay. But they've got to get into the bubble. Stop being against the wall, D3W. You're going to die. And this is what I mean. Look at the bubble edge that they're putting themselves on. If you go outside of this, you die. You're dead. So they've got to get off of this. Have to. Helldog now launching an AIM 54. 15,000 feet, 456 knots. Down onto the 3-ship Anaconda, Fisu, and Flaming OnlyFans. Meanwhile, Bane also launching an AIM 54 Mark 60. Bane's going to be the center Tomcat for D3W. Those center AIM 54s are Mach 0.75 and 0.9, so they're trashed. AIM 54 from Helldog, closing onto Fisu. Bane's AIM 54, which I'll put up in split screen, closing onto Helldog. Bane's AIM 54 for Helldog's on the right. The one going for Fisu from Helldog is on the left. Fisu defending head on against this AIM 54, launched an AIM 54 of his own, and this one's actually not tracking. So we can see the AIM 54 launches coming from Fisu. Those are going to be on to Helldog and Zero. Fisu didn't care at all about that Mark 60. Edu being very aggressive in the F-16 up here against Hero and Seagull. Stick with Fisu here. 29,000 feet, 380 knots. Diving down, still has his tanks on. Does he need to get rid of those? Yeah, he's on internal fuel, so needs to get rid of those tanks. None of these aim, well, the one on Leon is tracking. So let's check on Leon. Leon's gotten rid of his tanks. He's got 3 AIM-54s left. He's got one coming for him. 8,000 feet is Leon. AIM-54 that's close to him is at 27,000 feet, and it's not tracking. So going back to take a look at Fisu, and actually we need to look at Edu in the F-16. So here's Edu in the F-16 with 5.6 still on his jet, 2 wing tanks still on, pressing on to Hero. So Edu is the most aggressive from anybody from D3W. Nobody's launched on him yet. Now from the south, we've got a missile coming out from Helldog on Anaconda. So let's get off of Edu and go take a look at Anaconda. Anaconda's low, breaking away. Just saw a missile come off from Fisu. Missile from Fisu is going to be onto Helldog, who launched that onto Anaconda. Multiple AIM-54s now out from Zero, above Fisu and Anaconda. And Fisu may be in a bit of trouble. So Fisu's still hot. AIM-54 and AIM-120 coming for Fisu, and that's a low split S. That is a low split S. Does he pull up from that? Yo! Yes! Just a couple feet above the ground, Fisu's able to make it. Got very close to the ground there. Butt pucker moment for sure. Now up to the north, we've got Seagull pressing. Edu launching onto Seagull from the right, 8 miles away. Don't see the missile yet. Missiles everywhere. Missiles everywhere. So Fisu now back in. 120 out from Seagull. Not sure who that one's on. We'll check up, back up with that one later. Fisu now pulling up. He's really slow. Pull up, Fisu. Does he make it? Yes, no. What happened there? Maybe a little bit of desync. Fisu, ground reaches out with its cold, dead fingers. Terrain, says Fire Silver. And Fisu is the first casualty. Ground takes him down. In a very unfortunate change of events. Checking out what everything looks like now. This is what the battle space looks like. Edu continues to be very aggressive up here to the north. AIM-54 now onto him. Flies over top of his jet as he recommits with Zabel. Zabel's on the left, Edu on the right. Zabel's got plenty of AMRAAMs left. Edu with 2. So missiles now coming in on Hero. Hero needs to aggressively defend these. Hero now on the right, dragging multiple AMRAAMs from Edu and Zabel. Looks to be okay. Closest one's 0.7 miles behind him. 0.5 goes into the ground. So now Seagull picking up the mantle, driving in, launches a missile. That one's going to be onto Zabel. Zabel needs to be really careful here. Here is Zabel. Low, trying to notch. Missiles 4 miles away. 3 miles away, closing rapidly. Seagull also launched one at Edu. 2 miles. Zabel is committed to the notch. Oh, he's panicking. He's turning back into the missile. Zabel, no! Don't do that! And he gets boned to the dome. Zabel removed by Seagull. .4v5 now. 4v6 now. Golden Crown with the numbers advantage. Bane with the AIM-54. Not sure who that one's on. Sorry about the view, ladies and gentlemen. Bane with the AIM-54. That thing's trashed. Flaming OnlyFans launches at 120. Up at the Helldog. Helldog in the F-14 trying to line of sight it. 3 miles away. 2.5 miles away. I think he's going to be okay. Just saw Bane launch an AIM-54. That's one of his last remaining. That's going to be on Zero. Flaming OnlyFans, meanwhile, launching an AIM-54 or a 120, excuse me, out onto 0. Here's how everything looks right now. Flaming OnlyFans has got a 120 coming in on his left flank. 1.2 miles away for him. 0.8. Whoa! Inches on that left wingtip for Flaming OnlyFans from the ground. Missile is right there trying to run him down. It's out of energy. So Edu is right in the thick of it between himself and all of the Golden Crown competitors. Now we've got Flaming OnlyFans launching a 120. That's going to be onto Leon, and then Bane just rips himself apart. What happened? Lost his left wing. Can't handle it. He goes down. Self-inflicted wound. Helldog driving away. Dragging a 120. These guys are really, really low. Flaming OnlyFans trying to get him. We got a missile coming in onto Flaming OnlyFans from his left. Whoa! Within feet of the backside of Flaming OnlyFans jet. He's able to notch it. Great job by him getting away from that. Anaconda now head on against 0. Anaconda's got 3 sticks left now, 2. Launches a 120. That one's headed to Hero. No, it's headed for 0. So he breaks away. Hero trying to press Anaconda, putting them on split screen. Anaconda now pressing and breaking into Hero. Anaconda launches onto Hero. Hero needs to be careful. He's allowed the 120 launch from inside 4 miles. You're not going to out-energy this. He tries to jettison the racks. I don't think he has a chance. Here it comes, and ramrods Hero's aircraft. He is gone. Great shot by Anaconda there. Missile from Flaming OnlyFans onto Anaconda. Anaconda needs to get away from this. I think he's going to. Flaming OnlyFans, well, let's stick with Anaconda, as he's now having to defend against multiple missiles from Seagull. Flaming OnlyFans also having to defend multiple threats. On his left side, we can see him over the top of his jet. He seems like he's going to be okay. He's got 2 AMRAMs and 2 Sidewinders left. Oh my gosh! The balls on this guy! Recommits. Things were within feet of his cockpit. Launches one. Onto 0-0. Here's 0. No missiles left. He gets taken down. Great shot there. And then Flaming OnlyFans, he gets taken down. So things rapidly continue to evolve in this situation. Anaconda's the last one remaining for D3W. We're going to stick with Anaconda. Way down here to the south. Coming in onto Leon. Anaconda has just launched onto Leon. Leon needs to get away from this. He's not going to. Here comes the 120. Oh, he drove it in the ground. But Anaconda's continuing to press. On to Leon. Leon in the F-14 doesn't look like he has really anything left. He's got 1 AIM-9 on the side. Anaconda doesn't have any missiles on his jet either. So 4v1, Anaconda against the world with only the M61 remaining. Leon gets dismantled by the M61 shot from Anaconda. Great shot by Anaconda, but he's still got 3 aircraft to work on and take down. Is he going to be able to do it? He doesn't have a lot of foothills to be able to hide behind. Missile now out from Seagull onto Anaconda. Anaconda now defending low. Missile from Seagull. We're going to grab it. Here it is on split screen. Closing on Anaconda. Can Anaconda get into the notch? Closing. Lost track for a second, and he gets in. So Seagull able to close out the round. Taking down Anaconda. Anaconda did a pretty good job trying to put up a last stand, but it didn't matter because they were down to 1 pilot. Oh, but Helldog's out of fuel. So Helldog lands. He dies. that it? Yeah, that's it. So that is all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. D3W able to clinch it in 3. But what a chaotic match. Look at all of that crap going on in here. So missiles everywhere. First kill is the ground, taking down Fisu. Then Seagull takes down Zabel. Followed by Overg from Bane. And here's Bane's Overg. I don't know what happened. Must have been a cumulative effort here. No, he pulled a lot there. So that was probably it. That ripped his wing off. Still 6 pilots remaining for Golden Crown via 3. D3W does do a pretty good job of trying to make something happen. They take down 3 aircraft from Golden Crown, but being 6v3, that's an uphill fight that you're unlikely to win. So Anaconda takes down Hero, but he gets immediately taken down by Seagull, I think. Or is it Helldog? No, it's Flaming OnlyFans takes down, or Seagull takes down Flaming OnlyFans. And what happened? Leon gets taken down. Leon takes down Edu. And then he's on the run from Anaconda. Leon actually gets hit. No, he didn't. That was the missile that went in the ground. It was just close. He gets run down, guns down by Anaconda, and then Anaconda 1v3. He can't do anything. That's all we got, guys. That is it. That is all she wrote. So tomorrow's match, I center myself up in the camera. Tomorrow's match is going to be, update the scoreboard. So this one ended in a draw. So this was 1-1, Golden Crown against D3W. So you couldn't ask for a closer match. Tomorrow's match is going to be SPQR against Harpia and Team WTF against DCS NZA. So those are the 2 matches for tomorrow. And then Sunday is going to be Grim Reapers against Phoenix Task Force and Eclipse Task Force against SPQR. So lots of different stuff. We got Gold League 6v6, Diamond League 6v6, Diamond League 4v4, and Silver League 4v4. We're touching virtually all of them except Gold League 4v4, I think, is the only one we're not touching. We saw that first match of the day, Outer Haven against OTP. So those are going to be the matches for tomorrow. Look forward to seeing you. We'll be on bright and early. Well, not really bright and early, but 1600 Zulu, 10 a.m. Central Time. So make sure you use Zulu time to calculate what time zone you need to be. Who is the MVP? That's a good question. I don't really know because I don't know who had the most kills. Seagull had 1, 2, 3 kills in the last round. Leon had a bunch in the first 2 rounds. I don't know. There's too many. That's a hard one to say who had the MVP. That's rough. I don't know. I can't just pick one. But guys, I will see you tomorrow, 1600 Zulu, for more SATAL action. Hope you'll be here to join us. Until then, stay safe in those virtual skies, and I'll see you guys later.